Okay, we're back. Please excuse the first go around. We're still learning here, trying to figure this out. It's only the second episode, but this is the Lee's Fitness Unlimited live podcast show. So right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm currently trying to get my guests linked up. For those of you that watched the show last last week, you got to see me and my boy Luke, and we're gonna get him back on the show. And we're also gonna be talking about some different current events, health related current events, and we're also gonna be talking about muscle strains and how to recover from that. So just 1 second as I send this link to my guy. So it should be popping up pretty soon. Where you at, Luke? Where you at, man? So, for those of you who don't follow me already, go follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All the links should be posted down below, but you can find me at Lee Fit Unlimited. And if you've been following me and you've seen my push-up challenge, if not, I have a push-up challenge out right now. Record yourself doing a set of 50 push-ups. So if you're up for the challenge, you know, go get it. Go get it. I did mine. I got the video proof. So you can check my Instagram story. And yeah, I'm still trying to get Luke on here. If we don't get this, we might have to roll without you, Luke. I hope not though. You were great. Everybody was requesting to get Luke back on the show. I was like, who was that guy on the last show? So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But yeah. So well anyway, so today is the 21st of July, and last night was the Pacquiao Keith Thurman fight, which was it was a tough fight leading up to it because I didn't know which way it was gonna go. My first instinct was exactly what happened, and I thought Pacquiao was just gonna just get on him, which is pretty much what happened. But as I got closer to the fight, I started second guessing and started thinking, well, maybe Thurman may actually have a chance. So I kind of backtracked on what I said and thought, okay, maybe Thurman might get it. Not what happened. Pacquiao, from what I saw, and I didn't see the whole fight, but Pacquiao gave it to that dude every round. So, for those of you that don't know, Keith Thurman was the WBA welterweight champion. And Pacquiao was a previous world champion in many weight classes. And he the whole backstory of the fight was that Pacquiao was an old man because he's 40 years old. So they were banking on him, being a step behind or something. But that ain't even how it went down. Pacquiao looked faster, he looked stronger, and that just goes to show that really age is just a number. Age is just a number. You gotta. It's about your training and your heart and a whole bunch of other things that go into it. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see how that turns out for the next challenges coming up. Somebody gonna have to fight Earl Spence. So we'll see. And yeah, again, if you're watching, I appreciate you. This is the beginning of something, and we are definitely trying to figure this out as we go. Um, but moving on, another current event, and this is from CNN Health. Sandwiches and salads sold at Target Fresh Market recalled over listeria concerns. So listeria is a bacteria that's found in foods such as sprouts, deli meats, hot dogs, smoked seafood, soft cheeses, and unpasteurized milk. Yeah, so that ain't cool at all. But a lot of those foods, not really. Sandwich meat, you know, that could go either way. Those deli meats, they sometimes they do be going bad kind of quick. And then hot dogs, I don't even eat hot dogs. That's gross. Um, Seafood, I'm personally allergic to a lot of seafood, so I got personal feelings about seafood, but not all seafood, but some of it. So but this is just showing us a lot of bacteria growing on these foods, and listeria is serious. Actually, 260 people die each year from listeria, and 1,600 illnesses a year from this bacteria that's found in food. So if you shop at Target and if you are buying sandwiches and salads from their little food market deli area, you need to fall back on that for a while, because it's not cool. People getting fevers and all kind of other stuff. The main symptom is pretty much a fever, diarrhea, and dizziness, vomiting, things like that. So yeah, what you put in your body is serious. You gotta you gotta be eating the right things. That's what we always talk about. Is eating the right things. For those of you that watch last week's show, we touched up on that, and that's gonna be a recurring theme. It's just, how your nutrition, that's a big part of your health and fitness. Whether you working out or not, we all eating, or at least should be, you know. So you really gotta be conscious of what you put in your body. Um, yeah. And I try to get Luke on here. Some ain't going right on here, but I wanna fix it just because I'm the type of guy I don't like to let something go undone. I always like to resolve whatever issue it is, but just like boxing, sometimes you gotta roll with the punches. You don't know how this thing gonna go, but that's also the good part of it being a live broadcast. Y'all getting it raw, baby. You getting it. So Also, go check out leesfitnessunlimited.com, www.leesfitnessunlimited.com, and go check out my blog. And my recent blog post is on muscle strains. And with muscle strains, pretty much what it talks about is that there are, well, first off, a muscle strain it could be either a slight tear or a complete tear in your muscle fibers, and it's usually caused by training or overloading the muscle, trying to lift too heavy or things like that. So if you watched last week's episode, then you heard my story about my situation in college when I was bench pressing and I was maxing out, and I maxed out the day before and came back the next day, tried to bench press, and I tore my pec muscle in my chest. So I experienced the worst of a muscle strain injury, which was actually a grade 3. So there's actually 3 grades. You got grade 1, which is mild, and usually when you have a mild grade muscle strain, there you still got pretty much the same muscle function. You may that's usually when you feel like you tweak something, but you still have your strength. And then your grade 2 is a little bit worse than that, and a severe grade 2, you may even need to go have a doctor check it out. But um, grade 2 is usually when you have some type of swelling or bruising to the area. So this could happen. An example of this happened to me during track season, running track in high school, not properly warming up, um, running a 4x1, and as soon as I get the baton, I pop a hamstring, and it was bruised and it was jacked up, and that was pretty much a grade 2. It wasn't nothing that I had to go to the hospital over necessarily, but it was definitely a pulled muscle, and I was out for a couple weeks. So that's an example of a grade 2. And then grade 3 is what I had. The example I used was when I tore my pec, and that's when the muscle completely detaches from the tendon. So usually when you have that, you need to go see a doctor, and a lot of times surgery is required. You need immediate medical attention. Um, and even like with that situation, that was a lesson I learned because I didn't get immediate medical. I didn't. I did, but I didn't. I got treatment from the trainers in the athletic facility um, at the University of Idaho, but I didn't get the operation until way later, and I should have done it sooner. So that's my personal experience of telling you, if you tear a muscle, go get it taken care of immediately. It is important. So how can you treat a muscle if it's not a grade 3? You can treat it at home, and what the term is called RICE, RICE, and that's the acronym. So RICE stands for rest, ice, compression, and elevation. So it pretty much means, once you have a strained muscle or a partial tear in the muscle, you need to be resting. If it's like a pull, let's say you pulled a hamstring, you need to be staying off your legs. You definitely need to stay off your legs. Ice, which is the second letter in the acronym. Keep ice to it. Keep it compressed. So that means you could wear like a ace bandage wrap or a compression sleeve or a compression suit, depending on what area of your body is hurt. But you definitely want to keep it compressed, elevated, and that's the final letter. Is that E is elevated, and you always want to have your the injured area elevated above your heart, and that's pretty much all those This whole is based around reducing the inflammation in that area. So once you reduce the inflammation and the swelling, then the body will start to repair itself. So a grade 1 muscle strain, it shouldn't sit you out for too long. Grade 2, a few weeks. Grade 3, that's the more the serious side. So, that's my take on it. And I got a good article online. So go look online on my blog, leadsfitnessunlimited.com, and then go click on blog and then read up on that. In that article, it comes from some study from Harvard medical website. So yeah, go look into that. It happens in the gym often, with beginners or experienced people. It's definitely if you're working the muscle, it's a possibility for an injury. So yeah, um, check it out. I got in depth details on that online. www.leadsfitnessunlimited.com. And this is gonna be it for today's show. Also, be sure to check us out on social media. I got the links uh, posted below. Hit me up with any questions you may have. Also, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Um, you know, let's get this thing going. Um, we will have more guests in the future. Like I said, I'm still figuring this out, so I'm trying to figure out how to get my guests linked up on the video chat. But in most cases, I'll just bring you guys in. Today was just a weird situation. I've been having toothaches on and off this week, bad toothache, and so I was pretty much like, forget it. I'm just still gonna shoot the video, but I definitely wasn't stressing over the whole setup and everything like last week. But it will continue to grow and get better. But yeah, I appreciate you. So until next time, Lee's Fitness Unlimited. Check us out. And again, you know, let me know. Let me know what's on your mind and how I can help provide provide more to your fitness journey. All right, later.